Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. And I am so excited to have, once again, the lovely Marina from Heart Centered
Well,
Tarot on my channel today.
thank
Welcome,
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this.
Me
This is
too. I love
lovely.
reading with Marina, so yeah.
It's always so much fun,
It is. And
right?
for anyone who has seen, is this Marina's, if you've seen her for the first time and you're new to the chat, please, please, please go ahead and subscribe. All of her links are in the chat. And she has a fabulous new website that you can click on and schedule a reading with her. I personally have had a reading from Marina, and I can attest to her awesomeness. Okay.
Aw, thank
Yes.
you.
She's very truthful, and I love that about you. It's just you don't hold back and you tell me the truth, and it saves me so much heartache. So I really appreciate that about you very, very much. So
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. Just my phone is doing weird things. Come on now.
So I'm gonna
Don't do that. Don't
well, you
do
guys,
that.
Mercury just went through Gandanta and he is retrograde, and we have a Saturn Mars war, and we just went through an eclipse. So if you're having any issues with electronics today, I know that some of us were not able to get on StreamYard earlier because of all the
Yes.
glitches that were going on. So there's a lot of planetary stuff going on. But just want to say hi to some people. Good to see you, Joyful
Absolutely.
Jen. Thank you for the tulips. And Chris, good to see you, Chris. I love Saturn in your photo. I think that's great. Karen, welcome, Karen. So good to see you. And thank you for your comments on my eclipse post. That was so nice of you. So Jackies are here. Good to see you,
Hello.
Jackies. And Pisces greeters saying hi to everyone. Hugs. Thank you for the hug, Pisces. We really appreciate you very
Blessings.
much. All right. Oh, and Teacher Barbara's here. Good to see you. Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, I love your photo. That's so cool. A little artistic. Oh, and Samantha. Good to see you, Samantha. Welcome, welcome. Jessica Lynn is here. Good to see you, Jessica
Hello, Jessica.
Lynn. And let's see.
Gerald is here.
What? Oh, Linda. Okay, I see Linda. I don't want to miss anybody. And
Linda.
oh, Randy. We've got Randy. Remember to hit the like. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate you.
Yep.
And the lovely cowbell has arrived. So
Yes, he
welcome.
has.
It's good to see you. Oh, and his
Hey,
emoji's
Gerald.
finally coming up. Usually the mustache glasses doesn't come up, so it's nice to see that.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Yeah. And then,
Hey, Marty.
yep, Marvy's here. Good to see you, Marvy. Thank you for all the love and blessings, Phantima. We always appreciate you in the chats.
Yes.
And yes, it goes without saying. So,
Totally.
I'm going to go ahead while everyone is coming in and do our Vedic forecast that's coming up, because we have a lot going on in April, and I want you all to be prepared. If you want to know how to, what has been going on so far, you can follow my channel. I post shorts as events happen. So if I post it, it's happening either that day or the day before, and you can prepare in that moment for it. Okay. All right. So let me go into the first major thing that we have going. And that is today we have a Saturn Mars conjunction, and that's at 20 degrees and 28 of sidereal Aquarius, and it falls in Purva Bhadra Nakshatra. This brings a really intense and disciplined energy to our lives. You can feel driven toward really ambitious goals, but you could face challenges with patience and temperance. So collectively, this alignment can signify a lot of societal restructuring, which we are going to expect after the eclipse, because it took place in that fourth house for the United States, especially for this country. But the way through this is through there's a deity called Bhadra Kali, and she reflects the duality of destruction and creation. And I made a little video about this, and you can look at her. So one of the best things that you can do when two planets are at war, especially Saturn and Mars, is a mantra. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a really short, good one, and it's to Kali, and it's Om Krim Kali Kaye Namaha. And that is our divine mother. And we're also going through Vasant Navaratri right now, which is the 9 divine manifestations of the divine goddess Durga. So and that's another, there's Parvati, Durga, Kali. They're all forms of the destructive divine goddess. So that energy is around and can help us. So that's the good news. Then we have a Sun Mercury combustion, and this takes place in Ravati Nakshatra. This is where we just had the eclipse energy. So this can bring about a lot of heightened mental activity, but you have to be aware of communication breakdowns or ego clashes. Collectively, there's a potential for a lot of misunderstandings on the 11th. So If you find conflicts in your more intellectual spheres, there are some remedies that you can do, and I'll give you a few. I know that Vishnu has a Matsya avatar. It's a fish, and it symbolizes immersion in spirituality. And one of the best things that you can do during eclipse season or just post an eclipse, especially with all of the planets going to war or going combust, is to pick a deity or a mantra or something to focus on throughout the day when those negative emotions or thoughts start to creep in. Okay. So reciting any of Vishnu's mantras, meditation, both of those can alleviate challenges. Doing your yoga asanas in the morning, keeping to your daily schedule, things like that. And so I'm going to give you a really good Vishnu mantra. It's one of my favorites that can help you through this time. And it's Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And what Vishnu can do for you is preserve the peace, your peace of mind when you do that. What Kali does is she goes in and she kicks out the intruders. Okay, so either of those mantras can help, all right? Because there's lots and lots of help from the divine. And then on the 12th, we have the sun. There's more. Through the Aries Pisces Gandanta. So what this is a Gandanta is a spiritual knot where all of the poisons collect in our charts. And so if you've ever had someone in your life that just seemed like they were getting away with everything, and we all have that one or two or three people.
Yes.
And you're like, when are they going to pay? When are they going to pay? When they hit the Gandanta is when they pay. Okay. So there are some people who will live their whole life collecting karma. And then when they get to this particular spot, the Gandanta, in a birth, they have to pay it all back. So there can be disruptions. There could be, especially in leadership or social structures, that can require a lot of patience and diplomacy to navigate on the 12th. There can be some turbulence or a sense of instability, testing your resilience and your adaptability to difficult situations. But staying grounded and being self-aware and being mindful and seeking inner balance despite all of the external chaos is what is needed, just like we did during the eclipse, okay? Take this time for introspection, spiritual growth, and you will emerge stronger and wiser from the trials presented by this energy. And a really good one for this is Om Suryaye Namaha. And you can do that on the 12th and also on Sunday as well. It's going to help with this energy. And then on the 13th, the sun will enter sidereal Aries, and we're going to see a little bit of a reprieve a couple of days after that. And then we have Jupiter in Kritika Nakshatra. And I'm going to end with this one because there is more, but I'm just, that just tells you that this is the way through. Okay. Lots and lots of spiritual remedies. Don't do anything really big this month. Okay. I had a couple of clients be like, I'm going to sell my house, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. So this is what you can expect. So if you decide to make big moves, expect some drama. Okay, guys. So Jupiter's going to be in Kritika. That's till June 13th of 2024. And that's going to bring a lot of expansive energy to sidereal Aries that can bring a lot of optimism, growth opportunities, confidence, abundance. But you have to beware of overconfidence and extravagance because Saturn is actually there's a couple of aspects going on that you're going to need to be aware of, and also be aware that once Saturn is still aspecting Aries because he's in Aquarius and he aspects 3 from himself. So just you utilize those Vedic remedies. You can chant Jupiter's mantra. That's really helpful. You can perform acts of charity. You can seek spiritual guidance to navigate this period with more grace and more harmony. But if you are dealing with any ideological conflicts or just feeling like you're a little too, if you're dealing with pride in any way, this is a really good mantra for you. And it's to mantra. It's to Jupiter. Like I'm feeling this more today, guys. It's like near my moon. So, all right. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. And Brihaspati is another name for Jupiter, and he can really help you out through this. I call him the Santa Claus of our charts. Even if he's poorly placed, I've seen him do amazing things for people. So he can help you out if you're feeling a little ungrounded by any of the energies that we have going on. But know that if you're feeling a little weird, it's not you. It's literally the planets. Okay. So that's what I'm telling people. Just you can do this, and it's to test you and to sharpen your sword. Okay. Which is your intellect and everything else. So All right, Maria, is there anything you would like to add, or as far as what you're feeling this week, or
Um,
totally up to
just yeah, you know, I didn't really get too much effect from the eclipse until that later on that evening when I got a headache. And then weird dreams
you?
yesterday, and today my stomach is just doing flips and flops, and I feel fine. I don't feel like, there's anything coming. It's just letting me know that it's there. So I kind of went, okay, all right, go with the flow. Just go with the flow. And the other thing that I will mention to folks, if you're interested, please go to my main page and go down in the community tab. I'm offering the 30-day Achieving Union course again, and it's
Mhm.
starting up on May 1st. So a lot of the details are there. So go in the community tab, keep scrolling down till you get to it. And I've had some really, really great positive comments on it, and people found it really beneficial. So it's it's a 30-day course. Don't let the 30 days scare you. It's a short little video, 5, 6, maybe 10-minute video every day, and a little bit of not homework, exercises, just a few little exercises to help you connect with spirit.
That's awesome. I love that. And I love following your community tab. You've got all kinds of things
Oh,
going
thank
on.
you.
So, and if you guys haven't, please subscribe to her channel, as she has a million different shows going on. They're all fun. She's always collaborating. So
Yeah.
definitely. And I love
It's,
your new website too. I went and checked it out a little bit the
oh,
other day.
thank
So
you.
yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
great. All
Wonderful.
right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to there's a new member, Book Bewitched, for you. Congratulations.
Yes.
New
Hello,
member, Book
book.
Bewitched. And
Nice.
and Gerald said something funny. It feels like the universe said, "Hold my beer," as we entered April with all the stuff going on. It really does.
Yes, Gerald. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and a few
Yeah.
other people came in. I don't want to miss them. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Illinois. Good to see you, Patty D. Awesome to see you, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. And Shem is here. Lovely to see you, Shem. I hope you're doing well, honey. And Arcana is here. And yeah, Randy, we saw you. Good to see you, Randy, again. So awesome, awesome. And if I missed you, I apologize. Oh, there's Lightfoot. Okay, see you too.
Hey, Lightfoot.
Okay, so I see that you guys are starting to get your questions in, and we want to get to those. So let me see who's first. Okay, Jessica Richardson Tip and Joyful Journey, Joyful Jen Chips. So Jessica, you are first. Let me find your question. Okay, Miss Jessica. May I have a message from my spirit team? Yes, you may, Jessica. Awesome. And I love your
Absolutely.
mandala too. I love your
Yes.
profile photo. It's fabulous.
Okay. Message from spirit team.
Hmm.
Jessica Lynn. Jessica Lynn.
Okay.
All righty. So, Jessica, what I'm getting for you is, if you find that you're up against a little bit of a struggle or something that has just kind of got you a little down, don't forget to ask for help. What I got was Star Family. And this is about, you are part of you're part of a team of souls. Call in support when you think that something is a little too heavy or requires a little more of your attention than you're able to give it. Call in support. Ask for help. My spirit guides team, hey, I'm dealing with this. A little bit of guidance. You're part of the Seven Sisters tribe, and the message here is birthing, creation, tapestry of life, and expression. So I think that this has a lot to do with you being able to find your voice and say what it is that you need to say. Because I also got the blue flame for you. and that talks about spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. So if you're feeling a little emotional, it's okay to give into it, because that's how you're going to handle that, is with a little bit of emotion. And um, yeah, activation. Okay, so I've got Spirit Guardian of Spring, which is another oracle card, and look what it says on there: activation. So yes, you are being activated, and a lot of that emotion is part of the process. So there you go. That's what I got.
Oh, and she says, resonates a lot, Marina. I was feeling down and I got a few signs from my guides. So there you
Perfect.
go. That's awesome.
Perfect.
Oh, and have fun playing hooky, Rachel. That's great.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jessica. Message from your guide. They really want you to start thinking more practically about your life. If you know any Capricorns, start taking on some of that like responsible, down to earth, Artha yoga is what we call it in the Vedas. Artha yoga is practical work for humanity and for oneself. Okay, so it's like the guys out, the construction workers, the floor layers. Okay, they're having you literally work on your foundation. Okay, so I asked what that was about, and I went to my enchanted oracle, and I got the 8 of shells reversed. There needs to be more awareness of the physical, mental, or emotional sacrifices that are involved in your life. You're taking on too much. And that's what Marina hit. And I pulled this and she said the same time. I went, this is amazing. So there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of pessimistic thoughts associated with the sacrifice card. Okay. So even a dream relationship with someone can become a nightmare if there's an imbalance of sacrifice. So know that any type of relationship that you have with someone, whether it be a peer or a coworker or a friendship or a spouse, it requires sacrifice from both people. Okay. So they're asking you to let go and move on. And I know that's a little scary, but that's because you're continually giving more than you're getting. Okay. So you need to find a more worthy person or cause to dedicate your time to, and don't be surprised if they kind of take themselves out of the equation, if that makes any sense, because they're not getting what they want. That's actually very common. When I pull this card, it's usually a sign that someone who is very philosophical and kind and loving and is coming from a place where they want to help is with a person who's just thinking about their next meal. Okay. You need to try to attract people that don't do this to you. Okay. So that's the main thing that they're saying. And it also tells me that, you're a wonderful person, Jessica. This is why they think that you need better people, like the soul family that Marina pulled for you. It's because you're going to be going through a lot of changes. Okay. So you can see that there's ripples and there's a small drop of water in the center there. That's the smallest changes in life can bring out the greatest rewards, is what they're saying. So think about the changes that you can make in your life. They don't have to be grand. Okay, Jessica, just little judicious small changes they can add up to your life change over time. Think about how you can add to your quality of life when you make these changes, like cleaning out clutter, committing to maybe taking a walk after dinner, cutting out processed food. It can be really small, but big changes are coming your way. So prepare for those, because that's what they're saying. I did ask for some encouragement for you as these big changes come. I got the Protector, so know that I respect people's boundaries and require the same from them. Okay, so you're going to be working on some boundaries over the next month. That's going to be for a lot of us, because the eclipse shook up a few things and revealed some things in our environment. Then I got, I am strong and secure enough to experiment as I see fit. I got the Experimenter for you. So once you go through this, putting up the boundaries, experiment a little bit. What I do after going through a major revelation, like the break of a major relationship or friendship, is I go to my cards and I ask my guides what's going on, because I don't want my emotions to get in the way of my intellect. Okay. So that's something that you can do to kind of mitigate the emotional upheavals that come from this change. And then I got an affirmations card for you. I got the Goddess of Compassion. And I feel like this is who you are. Okay, sweetie. I have faith in miracles to bless and protect me. I think that's why I got that boundaries card. Use this gift when life seems pointless or without hope. The realization that all things must end can sometimes make life seem not worth the effort. It is, honey. Okay, and Yeah, it really is. And I've lost a lot. I'm still here, and there's 8 billion plus people on the planet. Okay.
Yeah.
However, the miracles of our everyday life suggest that other miracles that we are unaware of are all around us. Rest assured that the goddess loves you and would not make you endure life without meaning. So it sounds like you're going through some edits, and the edits are, in my opinion, happening to all of us, and they were stirred by the eclipse. We're going to start becoming more in tune to our vibration and attracting people that can equally give and receive. And I feel like you're going to be going through that too. Okay. And yes, I'm looking at for my soul family outside of the internet. Okay, wonderful. So IRL friends are difficult to find, but especially in today's world, because we're all a little tribalized. But I love that you're doing that. Don't be discouraged if you can't find too many in your immediate environment, okay? Or you have to travel a little bit to get to them. Also, if some of you are feeling a little fogged or sick or under the weather, it's definitely the eclipse, especially if you looked at it. Because what happens is a little bit of darkness comes inside when you look at it. So, and I shared that in a video. So, just doing some mantras and taking out some time for self-care can help you recover there. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I hope that was helpful, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining us. And our next one is Joyful Journey. Let's see here. All right, Joyful Journey. I am leaning toward a clinic job. I see one who is going to challenge me. Will it be a good job ultimately? Okay, I see the one that's going to challenge me. All right. Thank you for being patient with us, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh. I don't know if you've been having some dreams lately, but I got Pisces, and that's where the eclipse took place sidereally. So definitely going to pull some cards in that area.
Okay. Wow.
That's clear. Ooh. That's a lot. Just give me one, guys. I can't give her a novel.
Yeah.
My cards are just exploding. I mean, you might have to get a reading from one of us, Jen, because this is crazy. They're wanting to say a lot. So
Yes. Okay.
okay, thank you for the one, guys. Oh gosh, you got the 8 of shells too. Okay. All right. Came up upright for you. Oh, that's clear. All right, and I'll get one more affirmation card.
And isn't it funny when the same card comes up more than once, you kind of know that it's a message for the collective.
It really is.
If anything we're saying through someone else's reading resonates with you, take it. Mm-hmm. Take it, because you're here because you're meant to hear it. So don't think that it's just for the one person. Okay.
That's excellent advice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Miss Joyful Jen, the first card I got for you is Pisces. So this is related to the eclipse because it took place in sidereal Pisces and Western Aries. So I don't know if you've been getting interesting dreams lately, but this is the card of dreams, hidden things, and spirituality. So stepping into your spirituality can kind of help you through this this process. Okay. The second card I got is really interesting. I mean, Marina basically said this is for everyone because I got it twice, and I'm in agreement with that. I got the 8 of shells, but it came up upright for you. So you need to be aware of the physical, mental, and emotional sacrifices that are required regarding what you've asked about. And that's the new job. You said it was going to challenge you. It could be worth it, but you may need to seek a person or a cause more worthy of your efforts or sacrifice because they may lean on you a little too much here. Okay. Work on your tendency toward withdrawal by not taking yourself a little too seriously. And, okay, they show me you've locked yourself in a closet and you're crying. Okay, that's what they're showing me right now. Okay, so there might be a sudden outburst of emotional energy associated with this job that you need to be aware of because there could be something in the environment that triggers you. So be aware of that. Yeah, there's something in the environment that it's going to teach you about self-love and self-nurturing, but it's also going to put you through a dark night of the soul because you're not very happy in this vision they're giving me. Okay, if you do decide to take on this job, I got the kind of energy you need to step into. I went to my shamanic healing oracle and I got masculine energy. So the sun is a very powerful life force, and without it, nothing on earth could survive. So this masculine energy is about action. It's about doing. It's about creating. It's about forcing. It balances out our more feminine energy. So when you find yourself embodying this energy, you're able to get things done. This is a doer, not a beer. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so what they're saying is being able to effortlessly flow in between the more divine feminine emotional state that you have and adopting this more masculine state will help you be more in flow energetically. Okay, so you're going to have to detach from your emotions a little bit if you decide to take this job. It's hard to break out of these. If I don't, okay, all right. They're just sharing. They're showing me a vision. Give me a second. Okay, there's this. If I don't do it, it won't get done. There's this fear that's going on with the job, and you need to reach out and get help from other people and not let everything come on your shoulders because that's what I'm seeing here. That's why I got the eight of shells. So realize that there are two people in this situation, and there needs to be a yin and yang when it comes to this. The other person being the job, being the career. So if you're able to bring in a more masculine, forceful energy into the job, you will be able to balance it out a little bit more. If
Mhm.
you can't, give it some time. I got the timing card. I have a great sense of time and timing. Be punctual and present with those you interact with. Know what to do and what to say. Make sure you know when to do it. Be like a cat, knowing when to wait patiently and when to spring into action. It may not be the time for you to jump into this job. Okay. It might not be the right timing. You might not be in the right headspace. So give yourself time. And then I got the homebody, which is the opposite of going to work. I
Yeah.
enjoy the secure base I have made for myself and my loved ones. So spending some time at home for self-care and then stepping into that place of meditation will help you come to a better answer for this problem. But I'm seeing that you have a beautiful divine feminine soul, but you're going to have to pump in a little bit of that do or die masculine energy to survive this because the environment is more geared toward that. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Jen, and I'm excited to see what Maureen has.
Well, as you were talking, I'm going, yeah, okay. Also for you, I got the star family. So this is what led me to say, if it resonates with you, take it. And yeah, the soul family is you are part of the soul family. Call and support. So if you need help, don't be afraid to call for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And part of this is also you being able to loosen your grip. And that's like Michelle said, you don't have to do everything at once. You don't have to do everything right now, today. That's it, right? You can take your time. You can space things out. What you're going to need with this, because this is about it. This is your kind of default coping mechanism, right? Is the by the time I explain it to you, I could have done it and been on to the next project. That's kind of your default. So just take a moment, okay, loosen your grip and allow others that might come in to help you, even if they're not doing it in a way that that you would do it, but allow them to do it. It'll be a learning experience. I then get focus for you. This is the Wizard of the Winds. Woods, sorry. Yeah, the Wizard of the Woods. This is talking about focus. Pay attention to what is really, really important and don't concentrate too much on the little things. The little things are going to come up and they're always going to be there. Just be willing to let that go and know that you're going to be able to rise above all that. I also got the activation earth card for you. And this talks about ley lines. And powerful places and so on. And that tells me that you're grounded. You know how to get yourself grounded. You know how to get yourself into a place where you're going to feel comfortable and you're going to feel secure in what it is that you're doing. And there is a way that you can express that to others without kind of, coming in and bulldozing over everything. Like Michelle said, take your time. Okay, do one thing at a time. And know that, yeah, if there are little things that do come up that kind of upset your balance, think of yourself as the phoenix. This is the transmutation card. So know that it may knock you down a little bit. It may kind of, make you a little unsteady, but you're going to be able to ground yourself. You're going to be able to stand in your own space, and you're going to be able to rise like the phoenix. So what I'm getting from these cards mainly is to don't forget to ask for help. If you need help, ask for help. Allow others to help you in the way that they want to help. Okay, don't tell them how you want them to help. Allow them to do it in their own way, and just appreciate they're doing the best that they can with what they have, and they're not going to be as not nearly as sort of high achieving as you are, but that's how they're going to learn, is when you allow them that opportunity to learn. So I hope that resonates with you.
Oh, beautiful. And Joyful says, let's see, I'm looking for your comment here. I'm not very strong in the masculine. Okay. So there are gems you can wear. I'm wearing a couple of today because of the Saturn-Mars war. Red coral is good for masculine energy. Okay, I've got it on my necklace and I'm wearing it on my earrings. So red coral can help a little bit with that. Okay, Joyful Jen. And then if you ever want to contact me, I can give you a few mantras. Okay. And that's if you take on the job, but know that it's a very masculine job, and it is a lot. Yeah. You're going to be spending 8 hours plus a day there. So you might as well make sure that it's something that doesn't turn you,
Yes.
into someone who's not happy and where they're at. So just give it, I got the homebody card. So take some time to go in. Okay. All right. We hope that was helpful, sweetie. And thank you for your comments. We really appreciate those. Okay. So our next question is the lovely Rachel Rose, our next tipper. And just to let everybody know, tippers go first, and then we will get the rest of you in chat. Okay. And if you want to tip, both of us are going to answer your question and give you a little bit more time. All right. So Rachel says, I'm playing hooky from work tonight. I need a break and I would love a general reading. All right. You got it, Rachel. Oh, and Jonathan is reminding me to put up my ticker. I'm like, oh yeah, I redid all of the pages to put my ticker up. So let me go find that. I know there's all kinds of little things we can play with here, guys. So let me put that up and just to show you guys how the show works. There we go. Okay, so all right. The first card I got for you, Miss Rachel, is I got the communication card. I got the third house from the Karma cards. This is all about how you communicate, how you intellectualize the world. It's a phone, a pen, and a bunch of paper around it. Today, it's email and our phones. So they're working with you on the way that you communicate. And so I asked for a little bit more guidance here, and I got some really strong cards. The first card I got was the King of Gems. This is the same as the King of Pentacles. This tells me that this is like, you could reach this is someone who's in a position of power. They're respected by a lot of people. And so when I see this, they're telling me, accept meeting to, maybe if someone meets you, accept a meeting to a lunch invitation. I'm feeling this Mercury in war today. Okay. Make dating, mating, and relating a priority. It's what they're saying. Interact with everyone, no matter what their status, and be yourself, but put others at ease by just respecting their origins. Okay. So get down to the basics and keep it simple. And there might be an outdoor activity because I know that you're a very athletic type that you can go to, but they're saying just be natural, be realistic, and they're saying that a sensible, pragmatic, serious-minded individual could appear in your life if you exude a little bit more of this energy, and a down-to-earth relationship could come out of this, okay? It could be a friendship, but it could also be something a little bit more, all right? So that's what I see coming. Another thing that I see coming for you is just also really, really good. And by the way, this is the King of Pentacles, Rachel, so this is a really good material card, okay? as well as spiritual. I got the Magician. So miracles can happen in your life right now. Magic's in the air. Okay. I know that your moon, and you have a Rahu moon conjunction in Aries, and so Jupiter's going over that right now, and he's the Santa Claus of the zodiac. So you can rely on a lot of manifestations to take place over the next month. And like you got a good eclipse reading, which is like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do this. I mean, yeah. Um, so you could create you're basically in a place where you're manifesting. This is good. So take each time to affirm your dreams, your hopes, and your wishes for your life and what you want to see in it, because that's where you're at. Okay. I love it when I get good cards for you because I know you've been through it, my dear. So I went to my shamanic healing deck and I got that you are going through an inner journey. And this sigil really stands out to me because I know you're an artist. So I'll let you kind of look at that a little bit. All right. And what they're saying is, not all who wander are lost. At times, you can be so consumed with your own personal journey that you can project your journey onto another. Okay. So every single soul arrives on this planet with lessons to learn about their life to live. Okay. That's why we're here. We're all students. And you're on a very different journey. That's why I pulled this card. They're showing me that you're on a journey that's a little different. That's why the sigil is here. They're saying not to judge another's journey, always respect where another person is in their path, and meet everyone that you come into contact with where you are. Okay. Don't insist that they follow you or where you're at in your life. By doing this, you're only going to expose those around you to your own healing vibration, and you can offer them acceptance without judgments in that way. I think this is the issue that you're also having at work, where people are feeling a little judged because you're vibing really high, you're staying away from things that they're not. So if you offer them acceptance without judgment, that is a great gift to both give and receive. And I think that's why I got that King of Pentacles energy. Obviously have clear boundaries and things like that, but you're manifesting, you've got some really good things coming your way. So I think it's a safe bet that you can put yourself out there a little bit. Then I got the inspiration. This is how others are going to see you. I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. Rather than coming from a place of judgment, try to come from a place of understanding. Okay. Try to see where they're coming from and what they're attempting to be and strive for. All right. And I love the wings in this card. I think it's great, especially because you got that Aries moon energy. And then the last one I got is I pulled an affirmation card and I got the Goddess of Perseverance, because I know you've been through it. I accomplish anything I put my mind to. Use this gift when you doubt your intelligence, your memory, or your ability to achieve your goals. I know you've got a million of them because you've got that strong Aries moon. But know that you're manifesting. You've got a ton of talents. But you just have to write on the right timing, and not all of these auditions and things are going to work out because they're not for your best good or higher good. Okay. Your situation is largely a result of how well you blended your logical and intuitive faculties to direct your actions. Several times a day, focused with relaxed concentration on a mental image, what you would like to see come into being. Now, I got the Magician card. Okay. So you are manifesting. The only warning I have for you having that Rahu on the moon in Aries is that don't be impulsive and come from a place of calm before making a decision, because Aries moons, they can tend to jump before they look. Okay. So come from a place of calm, do some meditation, do some self-care before making a decision, but know that you're manifesting and some really great things are coming your way. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Rachel. I'm excited to see what Marina has for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I start off with you're the dragon. You are a creature of power. You just haven't quite figured out how powerful you are. You're, you allow yourself little steps, like, you kind of dip your toe in and check it out. But you really have a lot of not personal power, but a lot of powerful knowledge and so on. And you get that because you're one of the star ancestors. You have done this before. What you're doing here right now is you're not so much learning about life on Earth as you're remembering what it was like before, in not only your past lives, but in also your galactic lives as well. You have a strong history with the lost lands. And that also talks about your you have abilities and gifts that you came down here with, that you are just learning how to come to terms with and how to explore. And so sometimes you might kind of come across as a little pushy or aggressive, and that other people can interpret that as being pushy or aggressive. And it's not that that's what your character is. It's, you know, these things, you have been through these things before. So you kind of have a good idea of what to do. It's just a matter of presenting it in the right way to the people around you so that they come on board. Okay. You're also one of the golden children. I love these cards. They're just, one is kind of confirming what the other one said. And this is, the golden child. Your inner child, your tenderness, innocence. You have come here with rare gifts. So allow those to flourish. Accept them when they come in. Be grateful for them, but also be humbled by them, because that's where you're going to be able to to kind of deal with people on deal with them where they are, instead of where you think that they should be, right? Because you expect a lot from yourself, so you kind of expect others to rise up, and just know that not everyone is kind of on the same level. So if you extend a hand and say, come on, I can help you, just make sure that you do it with humility, because your stag spirit, you have got leadership abilities, and people are coming to you and they're going to be looking to you for guidance. So be the kind of leader to them that you wish that you had, and someone who is kind, who is generous, who is willing to share their knowledge without preaching the knowledge. So I hope that resonates with you. I love these cards for you. I think they're wonderful. Yeah. Yep, I got you.
Yeah. And she goes, that's why I get annoyed with people who are trying to push me down and quiet my voice. I said, F it, and stayed back tonight. I hear you, honey, but spirits asked, they wanted you to go out. So it's interesting that our cards basically said there is a way for you to still interact. And I had this problem in college, so I'm there with you.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says, I don't want to lead people. I find it tiring. Okay. Well, in Vedic, you do have an Aries moon. So and you said that you were Taurus in the Western. That would give you, and I've done your chart before. So, but I'm in a position where I can, and it's like leading children. You know why it's like leading children? Because you're the mature one. That's why you need to be the leader. So, I was up to since 3 a.m. on almost 3 a.m. after going on Scott's show last night. So I hear you. That's the eclipse energy. So it's taking place 12th house from your moon, which can cause insomnia. Okay. All right. So we're sending you lots of love, Rachel. Hang in there, sweetie. And know that you are the adult in the room, and I'm sorry you're pooped. It's okay. A lot of us are dealing with that too. It is the planetary energy. So take some time out for self-care, and all right.
And lay down. Even if you don't fall asleep, just the act of laying there and contemplating beautiful, wonderful things. Put on a nice CD, something that's soft. I always recommend Diva, because I'm just such a big fan, but it's so soothing and relaxing. And there you go.
Yes, I love that, and I love that you brought that. Deva Premal is excellent. She's got a ton of they did Gayatri mantra over the eclipse, and so that was really fun to see that too. And I could tell that she was off tune. She's never off tune, and so was he during the eclipse. It was like we did our own mantra practice, and then we came back and listened to theirs, and I was like, they're not in tune. And he's like, she's never not in tune. I'm like, that's the eclipse energy. It took some of the sattva out of her voice. It was really interesting to see it. So, but she was still able to do it because she's amazing. So
exactly.
Okay, so we're getting lots of people coming in. Thank you so much, guys. We will get to you. I'm going to try to get to our next question. Our tipper is Christine Cassidy. I believe that's Chris. So I will get to you. And it is Would love help from spirit. Oh, birthday. Oh, happy birthday. So that is March 7th, 1955. Okay, so Chris, I did get some interesting cards for you. The first one I got, a virtue rise. There I am. Something that Gerald does. I think it's adorable. Okay.
Yes.
I got the third house for you too. So they're working with you on your communications, which is really interesting. This is also how you intellectualize the world, and it's also your house of self efforts. You know, the way I like to describe this house is it's like we're born into the world with a soft baby brain, and we open our eyes and our ears, and we start sensing everything going on around us, and then that's how the intellect is born. And and the way that we interact with our environment is this house. Okay, so they're going to be working with you in this area. This is the number one thing that they're asking you to do. And this is, I thought was interesting. They want you to let go of a person or a situation, and they know that it can be a challenge. I went to my shamanic healing deck, and you can see that there's a couple of birds here. They're going in different directions. Okay. They're saying at times what's at stake is not just about the relationship or the situation. It's the attachment you had to it. Okay. It's the hopes, the dreams, the expectations that you had about this. Many relationships and projects, they are long past their natural ending point. And it's because one or both people hang on a little too hard. Okay. So I know that you invested a lot of time into this, but okay. They're saying that you invested so much time because without that person, that relationship, the future loomed up as one big blank screen at the end of this. Okay. This is kind of a scary revelation to bear. But they're saying that in letting go, you can create space for a new person or a situation that's really going to resonate with where you are now. Okay. So start looking at your expectations and try not to have any. Okay. This will enable you to live in the moment and be mindful of the present. To be able to gracefully release from a situation is a lesson for all of us. So you're not alone in this, okay? But they're really asking you to let go, even though it's difficult, okay? Because they're going in two different directions here under the sun. All right. So I asked for a little more clarification, and I got the persistence card, okay? And she's literally she's passing a mountain under the moon here, and she is moving forward despite the objects in her way. I hold fast to my goals and ideals as I persevere. So this tells me that there might be a few boundaries that you need to set moving forward, but you need to just be mindful of being in the present and seeing how this situation is acting out in front of you. This is who I think you are. Okay, I got the goddess of compassion. I blend my intuition and my logic to guide my decisions. So I think the reason I got the intellect card is because that represents our Vishuddha chakra. It's our mind. It's how we communicate with the world. They also want you to use your intuition, which is that third eye. When you combine the two, you're going to pick better people and situations to place yourself in. So usually relying completely on either logic or intuition will not produce the most beneficial decision. Assemble the facts and then review them as you ask that small voice of intuition to guide you through feelings and hunches. If you're still not sure, it may not be the best time to decide yet. So you want to be able to marry your intellect and your decision-making capabilities with your intuition as well and use them together, because that can be a very powerful force and it can protect you. And they're asking you to be persistent as you go through this. Okay, Chris, that's the main energy I got for you. I am excited to see what Marina has, and I'm sending you lots of love, okay?
Yeah. It's funny that you you mentioned, sort of that conflict, because this that relationship was a karmic relationship.
Oh,
and
wow.
the karma is now over. You can see the people are very separated. In fact, they're on different planets now. Okay, so that karma has absolutely been dealt with. This is soul growth for you. You're able to move forward from that, and that's the change in the energy and so on. And then I got all paths lead home. And one of the messages on the bottom is inner authority, intuition, okay, and turn your gaze inward. So think about how how this feels for you, and what kinds of things about that relationship that you can come to terms with and you can let go. You can say, okay, you know what, maybe it wasn't as perfect as I imagined, but I thank you for the experience. I thank you for the knowledge, and I can now release you. Because you're also being asked to concentrate a little more on the perspective. See things from a very, very far-reaching, very high point of view, so that you can actually see some of the things that are happening around that situation. And I'm drawn by this card because it's a small little world, and yet when you consider all the things that are happening at the same time on that small little planet, when you kind of zoom out, they all go away. You don't see them. All you see is that little blue dot. You're also very much you can rely on your cosmic ancestors. Okay, your star seed family, your star keeper. You could rely on them to provide you with the guidance that you need anytime that you find yourself maybe spending a little too much time in the what used to be, what could have been, what might have been, all that. It's nice to visit the past, just don't move there, right? You're just there for visiting. And it's asking you that the Star Keeper is also asking you to stay grounded. See yourself as your own sanctuary. See yourself as the place that you go where you feel the most comfortable, where you feel the most loved, where you just feel like you're surrounded by the most benevolent beings ever. They are there. They're with you. And you're an old spirit. You've got a lot of wisdom. So don't be afraid to use that wisdom. Don't be afraid to call on it, and go with your first instinct when you say, well, how does this work, or how does that work? Allow spirit to tell you how it's working, and listen. The first instinct that you get is usually the right one. Yeah. Okay, that's what I get. Sorry.
Okay, awesome. No problem. Okay, well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us, and we're sending you lots of love, and best of luck with some of those transitions. That goes for everyone in the audience too. Eclipse season and everything going on is quite a bit. Okay,
Absolutely.
so Marina, you have another show. Are you still okay on time?
Yes, yeah, we can still do. I'm thinking, you know what, another 10 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. 10,
All
15
right.
minutes, we're fine. And you're welcome, Chris.
Very welcome, Chris. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head into lightning rounds. So let me go ahead and get those questions ready.
Okay.
And I did not see a question from Book Bewitched. I know that she's a member. So if you're here, Book Bewitched, and you have a question, we will do a longer reading for you because you're a member of Marina's channel, new member, okay?
Yeah.
I
don't remember seeing her coming in, so maybe
I saw it when I was oh gosh, when I was setting up the channel, I saw that it popped up yesterday. So she might not be here, but if she is, I'm offering that because she bought a membership.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes,
we want to reward that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay. Can you tell me what's up with Virgo rising, Libra sun? I can't do everything in your chart, Barbara, but you can get a reading from me. I can give you a little bit. So I'll do Barbara real quick.
Yes.
And then you want to do Shem?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, Barbara. So I actually pulled cards for you, but I am going to tell you what's going on. You have a Virgo rising. I'm not sure if that's Western or if that's sidereal. If it's sidereal, you're getting hit with the eclipses this year. And so you're going to have to watch your health. Okay. A Scorpio moon is like Saturn is aspecting that. So you're going to have to watch that area a little bit. And then Virgi. I'm not really sure about that, but I did pull some cards for you. What your guides want you to focus on is your 12th house, which is your spirit, your house of spirituality, hidden things like that. So I went right to my guides, and I got Krishna. He's one of my favorites. Find the blessings in your current situation. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a mantra. You are welcome to use it or not. Okay. And this is very powerful, and it can help you bring down your guides and work with spirit. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And that is an all-purpose mantra for Vishnu, and Krishna is a form of Vishnu, many avatars. So you could do that if you're really wanting to step into some high-powered energy. And then the goddesses just exploded for you, okay? I got that Athena is going to help you with your inner wisdom. I love the owl here, so look for those, and the moon. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom. Take appropriate action without delay. This tells me that you have some psychic gifts, my dear, okay? Then I got focused intention. This is Diana. Keep unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this tells me if you stay focused, take on some of that Sagittarian energy, aim that fire to the pinpoint that you want it, and you will be successful. They also want you to create a sacred space, create an altar, or visit a powerful place to connect with the divine, because your guides are really trying to send you downloads. And then I got High Priestess. I feel like they really want you to step into your divine feminine power and really work with that. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. If you're thinking about going into some type of teaching or practice or spirituality, it is being supported. So I know that's a lot for lightning round, but they exploded, and I wanted to make sure you got the message. Okay, Teacher Barbara, I'm excited for you, and I'm sending you lots of love.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. And Shem would love a general reading. Okay. So what I got for you was whale and orca elders. And the orca is one of my spirit animals. So totally identify with that. This is talking about sharing your song, sharing your energy, sharing your frequency, sharing what it is that you currently have, and trust in the timing. Right? This says, yeah, trust the timing.
I just pulled the time.
Trust that everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to in the time that it is supposed to, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. And you're being encouraged at the moment to question everything, right? You want to be able to understand what is going on around you. So question everything, and anything that doesn't align with what it is that is serving your highest good, let it go. Just let it go. Be done with it. And know that, yeah, this is the time to let it go as well. Okay. This is Andromeda energy, and it's saying jump in. When you're ready to explore some new things, absolutely jump in. Find reasons to say yes to change. Right? Don't hang on to what you currently have and just say, no, this is all I want. Be ready to jump in, because you are going through some passages. You're going to start to feel some changes that are coming in for you, right? Standing stones. And this talks about passages, and funny, the next part that I got was Dragonfly, which talks about change. So be ready for change. You're in the right place for it. So take advantage of it. That's what I get.
Beautiful. And sorry, I didn't realize I usually laugh or say something, and I like mute my mic. So sorry about that, Marina.
Well, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Marita. Welcome, welcome, and welcome, Kevin Layfield. Good to see you, and Jet and Yasmin. Welcome. Imelda is popping in too. Good to see you all. Okay. Miss Marita is one of the Vedic students from my class. So, all right.
Perfect.
Yeah. So next I'll do Barbara, and do you mind taking Ron?
Okay.
Okay, Miss Barbara, what is happening for me this spring? Thanks. All right. You are welcome, Barbara.
Yeah.
The first card I got for you, Barbara, was Virgo. They want you focusing on the more bureaucratic tasks in your life, getting into those details. Virgos are described as the people who put the fences up to keep the wolves away from the flock. Okay. And that's what they're asking you to do. So you're going to be setting boundaries. You're going to be attending to details. You're going to be securing your environments and really focusing on the nitty gritty of things. And what made me laugh when Marina was reading, and I apologize, was I got the divine timing card. So, uh, this is, how do you feel that you want things in your life to change now? Is what your guides are asking, okay? Not 2 years from now, not even 2 months from now, but right this instant, okay? Because seldom do we see the whole picture of why our lives are unfolding and why they're unfolding the way that they are, especially because we're in Kali Yuga and things can be a little chaotic, okay? So they don't need to, especially if you're able to surrender, okay, to the way that things are right now. So it doesn't mean to take action when the situation is untenable. They're not saying that. But what it means is that you can focus on letting your life unfold before you, so you have access to all of the information and you can address it from more of a Virgo approach. Okay. Um, Take note of all of the lessons and the information that you've learned over time, and you'll need to go where you're headed. Okay. Divine timing will work in your situation. Try not to fight it. Instead, go within, go do some meditation. Ask questions that you want answers to during meditation. I do this, especially after I do my mantra practice. And the questions that you want answers to, like, why not now? Okay. How can I best prepare myself? What lessons do I need to learn prior to the change I want to see? And you will get answers from your guides if you go in and you do this. Okay. So that's the main energy that I'm getting for you, is to go in and ask about divine timing, because you've got some really, you've got some things to tend to, some details that they're showing me. All right, Barbara, I thought that was helpful. I hope that was helpful. And I apologize for my words today, guys.
That's that's okay. Yeah, it feels like one of those days where you can genuinely say, English is my first language. I promise. It
It's like
really
it's
does feel.
gobbledygook.
Yeah. Okay. So Ron, what is the Mandela effect? I can tell you what it is for me, and I don't know if I think that it could be different for other people, but for me, it's just it's almost perfection. It's everything coming together exactly the way that it should, in the timing that it should, and it just brings in a whole lot of good energy. That's kind of what it feels for me. So I thought I would pull a couple cards for you, and maybe you can somehow convert that into what it might mean for you. But yeah, I see them as miracles. When the Mandelas come in, it's miracles that bring in growth and that bring in protection, and it's a way to I can get lost in the mind meditation. Let's put it that way. In when it comes to the Mandelas, especially if I am coloring them, and I love to do that. It is very soothing to do that, to allow that to come in. So that's it for me. That's what I've got, Ron. Yeah. And alrighty.
Okay. And how are you doing on time, Marina?
I should. Let me okay, let's you know what? Let's do one more. Let's do
Okay.
one more,
All
and
right.
then yeah. Oops.
Okay. So I can do Celtic Seer, and then do you want to do Kushi Tudu or Tudu? I apologize if I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Kushi. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
Celtic. What message does my mother have for you? Okay, there's something regarding the ninth house. This is travel. If you've been thinking about travel, it's supported. This is long distance travel. It's also expanding your spirituality and your viewpoint. The ninth house is all about, it's Jupiterian. It also is ruled, there's a lot of Chiron energy here. Chiron was a wounded healer who went out and found cures to diseases that were taking place where he was, and he could go to other lands and bring back the tinctures, the cures, the poultices, those types of things. So I feel like you're being called on a journey outside of that. But you haven't done something very key. You need to let go. I got the letting go card from the shamanic healing deck. Okay. You have to let go of a person or a situation. It can be a challenge. Okay. It's past its natural ending point, and they're asking you to start looking at your expectations, and this will enable you to kind of be more in the moments. Okay. So just basically looking at these expectations that you're having and not letting them go. And then opening your mind to be more mindful, more in the present, more here. Okay. Because this is holding you back, is what they're showing me. You have to release the situation before you can move on. So I asked, like, what are things going to look like when you release the situation? I got the worker card. Okay. And she's holding a scythe here. I enjoy getting in touch with who I am as an individual. I feel like there was a person in your life that put a little too much undue influence, and a situation in your life that put way too much undue influence on who you are as a soul. And you have to kind of come back to who you are. And you're not going to be able to do that until you let go of the situation. You travel, you get out of the environment that you're in, and you let go of this particular circumstance. And then you'll be able to start working on you and finding out who you are as a soul.
Yeah,
Okay, Celtic Seer, I hope that was helpful, honey. Sending you lots of love.
absolutely. And Kushi, will you be accepted or selected for the scholarship? I'm getting you will if you focus, and if you have been focused on that is what you want, make sure that that is what you want, because you are going to be able to manifest that. So be absolutely certain that that is what you want. And then I get new beginnings. So there's definitely something new that is coming at you. I also get wild rose fairy, which is love. So if this is something that you really, really want to do, make sure that you offer up gratitude for it before you get it, and offer the gratitude as in the present tense. I am grateful for having been selected for this scholarship. I am grateful that it has come to me. I'm grateful for the support it will provide, and so on. But it looks like it is looks like it's going to come in with the new beginning and the love. So I hope that resonates. All righty. And on that note, I'm going to have to say goodbye. I wish I could stay longer.
Oh, that's totally fine. Yeah. I'm glad to have you here. I really am. Yeah. So thank you so much, Marina. Is there anything you would like to share with the audience before leaving about any events you have, or any links that they could go to? All of her links are in the description, guys. So click on any of those, follow her community page.
Yeah, absolutely. Just make sure that on both my channel and on Michelle's channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us with the algorithms to get our message out, because there are people out there who are looking to hear what we have to say. They just don't know where we are. So anytime that you do that, you help them find us so that they could hear the messages just like you hear the messages. Other than that, no, anything you want to know, go to my community tab. It's all on there. You can see what I'm up to this week, what shows I'm on, what things I'm doing. So
it's really helpful.
That. And thank you for having me, Michelle. This was wonderful, and I can't wait for next week when we do this again on my channel.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you next Tuesday. And that's at 6 o'clock Pacific, guys, if you want to see us again.
Absolutely. All right. Take care, everyone. Have fun.
Take care, Marina. See ya. Okay. And then there was one. All right, guys. So I see that you tipped Miss Myrita, so I'm going to go ahead and I did a reading for you. Let me pick a few more cards because I want to make sure that I'm very thorough for you. And then I'm going to get back into lightning round unless we get another tip. Okay. All right. Okay. So Marina she had another engagement she had to go to. So, because she's very popular. All right. So, Miss Marita, let me find your question. Okay. All right. You're looking for general insights for the time between this eclipse season and next October. Okay. Yeah. You're an astrologer. I know what you're referring to. That's awesome. Okay. So, Miss Myrita, the first thing I got my karma cards exploded for you. One. Okay. So that's the big thing. And yes, I see that you're here. So I got Sagittarius ninth house. So if you're thinking about doing a trip, especially a spiritual trip, it is supported. And this could also be one that you take inside of yourself as well, because this is ruled by Brihaspati, who is our guru. Okay, so they're loving the work that you're doing with a guru, and they are encouraging you to allow your mind to travel. Okay, so. And if you're thinking about going on a trip to another country or something like that, that's a possibility. Okay, so I love it when I get that card. And then, oh, this was really interesting. I got seventh house Libra. So I don't know if you're thinking about a relationship or anything like that, but it's there. Okay, there's a lot of balance that's happening there in this area. The reason I say that is because the next card I got from my shamanic. Oh, actually, I got I got the sexual energy card. Okay, so I don't know if this is something that you have been thinking about, but I did pull the relationship card. So when I get the sexual energy card, this is the not the energy to be expanded from you. It's a state to reside in. Okay, it's the first. So the first and the second chakras are the root of our sexual feelings, and you can use these to work with people and situations. Okay, but make sure not to use them to manipulate, because that just results in a disservice to everyone. And I know you're not like that, but when you expand your life force energy up from these first two chakras, you can incorporate the energy into your heart chakra and then balance it into your crown, and then you can experience the most complete divine experience of sexual energy possible. It's a Kundalini awakening is what they call it. I had it happen to me during Brastrika in 2012, and it merges your connection to Creator, it with Earth. There's no filters or blocks between you two, and you can experience a complete and true connection. Okay, so you can act as a conduit between heaven and earth when you put yourself into this type of energy. It's a Kundalini rising, and they're saying that if you are able to not, or they're showing me a bulb, take your sexual energy and turn it into a bulb, it can flower. Okay, in a way that can connect you with the divine. Okay. They're asking you to look at where the sexual energy is directed in your life, because it can be used for psychic energy. Okay, I know this because I've been through it. And so that's the main thing that I'm getting. The second one I got was growth. And I feel that when you are able to direct your sexual energy toward meditation and spiritual awakening, you're going to see immense growth in your spiritual practice. Again, I didn't start reading for other people, especially in the tarot, until I had this awakening. I was basically relying on my intellect as an astrologer for the first 20 years I got into this. But over 10 years ago, I had this awakening, and it brought me to tarot. So I feel like you're being expanded because you're doing the work. Okay. I got the growth card. This is an excellent card to get, Myrita. This is a rapid growth. Okay. The seeds have been planted. They've germinated. They've taken root. Go with the flow, because you're growing. You're going from the tamas to the rajas, and you're going to go for that sattva point. Okay. So you may find people or situations falling away from your life as you go through this. My therapist called it the thinning. This was after I woke up. It's because they're not going to serve who you are, who you're becoming. Okay, you're leveling up. So it may be your vibration no longer resonates with yours, and that's totally okay. Wish them well, be grateful for what they brought to you and what you brought to them, and then send them on your way. because room has now been made for new experiences, new people, and new situations to take you to this next level, this enlightenment that they're showing me. It's really beautiful, Marita. So if you're not feeling the shift right now, be prepared for it because it's coming. All right. Whew. Oh, all right. So then I got the timing card. Okay. All right. So I was thinking about going South India for Panchakarma when the sun is in Cancer. Excellent. Excellent. Well, look at your Sarva Ashtaka Varga chart for help there. Okay. If you're not in your third year yet, you'll learn it there. It's been considering relationships. Awesome. And it's insightful. Oh, yep. Chakra elevation, chi elevation, and you're so welcome. Okay. So you're going through a shift. This is good stuff. So they really want you to focus on timing. I have a great sense of time and timing. Be punctual and present with those you interact with. Know what you do and say, and make sure you know when to do it. Be like a cat, knowing when to wait patiently and when to spring into action. This comes down to discernment and how that you are intellectualizing and discerning your world in an intuitive way. So wait for the proper timing before you jump. Okay, that's what they're saying. And I think that's important because you have a lot of growth coming your way, and you want to make sure that you're in the right stage of that growth before making the jump. All right. I have a feeling that the event is going to take place at home. Okay, because I got some fourth house energy. So either in meditation or after a breathing exercise. That's what it did for me. All right. So keep doing your spiritual practice. You are expanding. You're growing up. You're creating. They're showing me seeds where the stalks are coming up. Okay. So you're at a very Rajasic time of your life. Okay. So that's what they're showing me. And it will bloom into something beautiful, but just have to wait on that timing. Okay, Miss Myrita. And I hope that was helpful for you, sweetie. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with us. That was fun. Okay. And I'm sending you lots of love as you work with Camilla G. I adore her. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to lightning round. Oh, you're so welcome, honey. I'm glad that was helpful. And welcome from Australia, Kylie. Awesome. Awesome. Good to have you here. Okay. So is Imelda here? Sweetie, are you here? Please let me know and I can go ahead and get to your question, okay? Miss Imelda, are you here? Go ahead and check in. Wish I had the white courtesy phone that Gerald has. I'd love that. I think it's fabulous. He's so clever. Oh, you are here. Awesome, honey. Okay, you're next. And then after Imelda, we have Ava Innocentia Matabane. I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, I think it's a beautiful name anyway. All right. So Ava, if you're here, this is you here. Okay. Let me know. And then I'm going to get to your question, Imelda. My anxiety and depression has been under control for a whole week in a row. That's huge, given that we just had an eclipse. Today I had a tiny relapse. Please tell me it will be still under control. Okay. The relapse you had is probably because there's a war going on between Saturn and Mars, and they're enemies. The reason for that is Saturn is like the wise old sage that wants us to slow down and think about things. He's a much older, mature planet. And Mars is like a 16-year-old boy. Okay. So he's also incredibly, when he's mature, especially when he's in Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, he can be a very disciplined warrior. And so this energy, I got 10th house. Okay. So they're having me focus on that. So let me go ahead and pull some cards for you in that department. What deck do you guys want me to use? Okay, we'll use this one. All right. And please be patient with me, guys, because it's just me. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what I got, Imelda, was that they're having you work on your 10th house to help you with the anxiety piece. Okay. So I asked, where is this stemming from? And I got the indecision card. I got 2 of winter. So indecision could be holding you back. Make a choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So don't feel trapped between what your head and what your heart or your third eye is telling you. Okay. They need to be married before making a decision, especially regarding the career piece, because that can cause a little bit of anxiety in that department. This is also your destiny and where you're going. Okay. So there could be a little bit of anxiety around that piece. This is what's coming your way, Imelda. Okay. And I hope this gives you something to look forward to help keep the anxiety under control. I got the Princess of Summer. This is very gentle, sensitive, kind. This is also an inexperienced card. So a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So I got that you do have some good things coming for you. Okay. You're being asked to step into them and be gentle with yourself as you do them. And, you know, if you're feeling like it's too much, the anxiety is too much, lean on a really good friend that is empathic and kind. Okay. That's going to help you make a better decision regarding the career piece that I see. How you shine in the world is what represents your career. Okay. So you might be struggling with the way that you shine and some indecision going there, but leaning on that gentle, sensitive friend and sharing what's going on with you, can really help you through this process. So try not to take on too much of it yourself. I mean, there's a reason why there's over 8 billion of us on the planet. It's not all on you, sweetie. Okay. So I think if you keep that in mind and in the back of your mind as you move forward through the week, you're going to be a little bit easier. And then I got the goddess of compassion. I use my fears and signs that guide and protect me. So use those fears as signs to guide and protect you. Don't let them harm you. Okay. Use this gift when your fears are preventing you from acting out in your best interest. I think that's the people pleasing point that I'm seeing. Our fears exist to help keep us safe from harm and from repeating mistakes we have made. If we seek to understand why we are afraid, we can make our fears our friend and helper, not our master. It's important to avoid fearing success and the many changes it'll bring. Well, I pulled the career card, so it looks like you got some success coming your way. So those are great cards to get. Don't get too anxious. It's going to be okay. And know that you have a compassionate friend in the wings that they're showing me that you can speak to help you work out some of those emotional things that I see coming. Okay, Imelda, that was helpful, honey. And you're welcome, honey. And I'm glad that you've been doing that. That's great. Fantastic. Okay. So, Eva, are you here? I did not see you come in, darling. While we're waiting for Eva, is Yasmin or here? Let me know if you're here, okay? And then let's see. Then we have Kevin. Is Kevin still here? Miss Kevin, are you here? So you guys need to be here for your reading. Is Kevin here? Okay, so let's do the next one. Is Jenny here? Is Jenny still here? Let me know, and I will get to Jenny. Yeah, it looks like a few people left, Pam. So I'll go ahead and I'll put you in the queue, and I'll put you in there too, Lightfoot. I'll just do a quick one. Okay, so is Jenny here? Please check in, Jenny. Okay, Jenny's not here. All right, we're down to Crystal. Is Crystal here? Please let us know if you're here, Crystal. You're welcome, Pamela. I don't normally take questions this late, but if people leave, it leaves an open spot for you. Okay. So, and if you want to get in the queue early, that's the best way to do it. I start at 4:00 every single Wednesday Pacific time. So, and if you subscribe and put that bell notification, you'll get that. Okay. Doesn't look like they're here either. So, Kylie, I know Kylie is here. So Kylie, you are next. Okay. Miss Kylie, do you see my son and his family new house settling earlier? Okay. Okay, Miss Kylie. Ooh. Okay, let's do let's see if we want this one. You're welcome, sweetie. And welcome from Australia. I learned that Gosh, who was it that said this yesterday? Someone from Australia told me that voting was obligatory, or it was like, man, it was something that like forced people to vote in Australia. And I was like, I wish we had that in the United States. Then we would have a much better situation here. I'm not sure if that is something that you've heard of, but okay. All right, Kylie. So you've got a lot of transformation coming your way, is kind of what I'm seeing in the cards here. Which is not uncommon after eclipses. Okay, this is for a lot of us. Just to let you know, before I went through my own transformation, which was really intense in 2023, I actually found one of these hornworms, and he wasn't where he was supposed to be. He was literally on the sidewalk, and he must have been like, there were some new flowers that they had put up, and he must have just been in with the potted plants, because he wasn't supposed to be outside of this building. So I did have a very transformative year that year. So I see this coming for you. All right. Know that after the rain will come the sun. Okay. And after the caterpillar, there's going to be a beautiful butterfly. So think about that as you're going through this. The situation that you're in now is going to be a catalyst for major transformation in your life. You're going to have to find yourself questioning or having regrets, and don't do that to yourself. Okay. Try not to second guess yourself or beat yourself up as some of these revelations come to light. Nothing happened that is not supposed to happen. Okay. Many of your issues and situations are not anything to be upset about. They're just on your path to wholeness. Don't infuse any drama or chaos into this situation, and remain calm if someone else does. You're going to be given a lot of opportunities to grow and learn. We call this vairagya in Vedic. Okay. It's called dispassion. So growing and learning very rarely come about when everything is status quo, and just as we think that it should be. So be thankful that you have this wonderful opportunity to transform and heal into a higher rate of vibration. And just to let you know, my spiritual gifts went through the roof after I went through my own transformation. Okay. So you're going from that caterpillar into the butterfly, but the caterpillar stage, and especially that cocoon stage, is very difficult. Yeah, we have to if we don't get fined. Okay. All right. I understand that. I did pull out a couple of extra cards for you. I got Taurus in 12th house. This indicates some losses. The 12th house is the house of loss, and this could be a financial loss. Okay. Taurus is second house. So make sure that you have money saved up for this. Okay. Because I am seeing some losses here. And for entertainment purposes only, we've got some 2008 vibes coming our way as far as the housing market. And the eclipse just took place in the 4th house of real estate in North America. So for entertainment purposes only, just be aware that there's some transformation coming in that area. It may not affect you to have to see your charts. Okay. You are a Taurus. Okay. So they want you to focus on your spirituality. That's what the 12th house is. That would be Aries for you. And I don't know if that's Western. If it is Western, then you just had the eclipse in your 12th house. Okay. And that's what it's going to bring. That's why I got Taurus 12th house. Okay. This is who I see you becoming. I got a summoner here, and you see the beautiful phoenix coming out of his hand. I ask for what I want because I deserve to get it. So once you move through this transformative phase, you're going to become another person. Okay, Kylie, really lean on that, because that's going to help you transition to the next level. All right. I hope that was helpful, sweetie. That's a lot to face. I just went through it, so my heart goes out to you. Okay, and I'm sending you lots of love as you do. Okay, so let's see. Is Crystal here? Miss Crystal. Oh, wait, you're going through a lot of financial issues, moving through it now. Okay, that's why I got the second house, and the second house is finances. So and that's also ruled by Taurus. So know that this is planned, and it's going to bring you to a better place. Okay, Kylie, I'm sending you lots of love as you go through that. I just went through it, lost a house. So but I'm better for it, and my gifts are better. So sometimes we have to get rid of some of those material things to move into it. Okay. Is Pamela here? That's next. Pamela. As for a general reading, are you still here with us, honey? You're welcome, hon. Okay, I do see you up there. Oh, yes, you are. Awesome. All right. So give me a little time to do your general. And this is lightning round, so I'm not doing like big readings like I normally do, and I don't have a guest. So hi, Leah. Good to see you, sweetie. And Tracy, welcome. Good to see you, Tracy. Thank you for the heart eyes. You're so sweet. Ooh, I pulled Taurus, of course. We're all linked, right, guys? Okay, so that's second house. That's finances. You've got some upheavals in that area. Let me see what they're going to look like for you. Of course, Pamela. You know, the blessing is when certain people don't show up, you get to take advantage of it. Okay. That's some good energy. Okay, well, let's see here. Just going to pick a couple of cards for you so I can get some more information. That deck said no. That deck said yes. Okay. Okay, so I got a few cards for you. The first one I got is Taurus. So they have you focusing on the second house of savings, finances. I just kind of went through this myself. I have a Taurus ascendant, so I can relate. But this is what they're telling you about this house. Okay, this is how you feel secure. These are your assets, your material assets that you have in this birth. They're saying don't push it. Okay, I got the Magician reversed for you. Okay, Pamela, there is a reason for concern whether there is magic in this area. Okay, there is a reluctance in this area to get things done. There's a lot of passivity. There's passivity. There's some doubt. There's a lack of self-confidence. There's something that's not. It's stopping you from taking the first step in this area. So you may discover that you don't have the energy or the resources to solve your situation right now. Okay, because when I get Taurus, that's the money, that's the finances, and then I get the Magician reversed. It's like not yet. Okay. If you're experiencing someone trying to control you or make things happen their way, this is an indication that even though they're trying to appear a little powerful in this area, they're weak and afraid of their weakness getting discovered. Okay. So work on your resolve to stay positive during this time, even though you've experienced some issues here, and try to welcome new opportunities. Okay. Because they're saying to avoid retreating into an unhealthy self-image, because that's going to be off-putting to anyone that you're involved with. Okay, so don't let this affect your self-esteem, how you are in the world, and how you're projecting yourself. Okay, don't let this affect your self-esteem. It's just not the right timing. This is what I got for you as far as a reprieve from this energy that I see coming through, and it's just that you're not quite prepared for it. I got the Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, awakening of your psychic abilities and spiritual epiphanies. If you feel like your abilities or your ability to take magic took a little bit of a hit with the eclipse, it's because they're requiring you to go in, spend some time in introspection, and work out some of those more Taurian energies that I'm seeing. And by that, if you do the homework, by the time we hit summer, you're going to see a reprieve in this area. Okay. And that's going to bring you a new opportunity that they have waiting for you. Okay, Pamela. I hope that was helpful, sweetie. Okay. And then Lightfoot. Lightfoot, are you here? I think I see you. And we are no longer taking questions. Okay, guys. So we've been on for an hour and a half. So you're welcome. That was bang on. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that very much. Okay, I could do a quick card for you, CEV12 and Janie T, because I have not done, especially because I haven't done a card for you, Janie. Okay, so I'll get you in. Good to see you, Cat Mama. I love seeing you in the chat. And it's because, like, yeah, so is, let's see, Lightfoot, are you still here? I think you are. Yes, you are. Okay, I see you. Okay, Lightfoot. Let me find your question. I would like a general reading if you have time. You got it. So give me a little bit of time to pull cards for you because it's just me. Okay. It's clear. First house. What do you need to focus on your first house? Holy cow. Okay. Okay, that's a good card. Let's do a lot of summer energy. And I think I'll do one of these. What do you guys think? Okay, I like that. Gosh, this is for everybody. Okay, but gosh, I keep getting this card. Okay, so Lightfoot, I got that you need to put yourself first. Who you are. It literally says who you are, your desires, your actions. The other side, immediately, how you want to project yourself. Do it in your own. This is you on stage. You are on stage. Okay, you need to put yourself first here. The first house is all about you. So I asked my cards, what can Lightfoot expect? First one I got was the wish card. I got the 9 of Summer. You see that beautiful fairy godmother making her wishes come true? I actually found a wand. I wish I had it with me right now. I'd give you a little wish. But it's wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So you have some magic coming your way. I asked what kind of magic that looked like, and I got the Prince of Summer. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. He is over the moon with happiness, making another wish. So this tells me that there are some wishes that can come true to your life right now. It's falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So I've got that a really awesome, good emotional experience could be coming your way, and your wishes can come true. So I've been doing eclipse readings all week, guys, so I'm really glad to get some good news for Lightfoot. This is how you can move through this energy in the best way for your energy. I got Goddess of Compassion, and this is a mind card. I blend intuition and logic to guide my decisions. So your intellect, how you mentally process the world, and your intuition, that third eye, that voice that isn't yours from your guides that can help you. Use this gift when you're having trouble making a decision. Usually relying completely either on logic or intuition will not produce the most beneficial decisions. Assemble the facts and then review them as you ask that small voice of your intuition to guide you through the feelings and hunches. If you're still not sure, it may not be the best time to decide yet. Also look for signs from spirit because they're showing me that they do that with you. Okay. Anything else, guys? Okay, that's what they've got. Okay, Lightfoot, I hope that was helpful, sweetie. And let's see if you said anything. Oh, I'm glad that you had a fabulous adventure, Susan. That's wonderful. Oh, and Susan had a friend named Lightfoot. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so I know CVV is here. So I will go ahead and do your question real quick. Okay, CEV12 and then Janie, and then I'm going to, okay, so CV, it's time. Their message from my family on the other side. Okay. I've got a talking to heaven deck. Let's see if they come through on that one. This is a gift from my husband, and James von Prague signed it for me, so I thought it was really sweet of him. You are welcome. Family on the other side. Okay. And I like to read what James von Prague says, so I will be reading this one just to let you guys know. Okay. Okay. So this is a message from your family on the other side. I will always point you in the right direction. Although I'm not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind, I am not privy to all-knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you'd want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of my earthly lessons, which have taught me a lot. They learn a lot on the other side, whether they go on the south or the north path, okay? To also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. They also go up 2 levels when they leave the body. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant whom you can turn to for advice. You have a guide, CEV12. Please know that I'll do all that I can to guide you toward what is best for you. I've learned how to get my own ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of pure love. You'll notice the signs I send you through your feelings, dreams, and other reminders to think of me. So CV12, you have an ancestor on the other side that is going to help you with this. Okay, they're going to help you with those difficult decisions. I think that's beautiful, especially when they sign up to be our guides on the other side. That's work that they're doing for your behalf here, because this is not an easy plane to be on. It's actually very, very difficult, and it has a lot of hardships. And they find once you get onto the other side, you're like, oh, glad that was over. So I tell people when people pass, it's actually not the worst thing in the world, because they get to drop this, which is the limiting adjunct, and step into so much light and love. And it's amazing. Okay. And it's regardless of how they were in this birth, they will get lessons on the other side and make a decision when they come back into the cycle of earth births to be better. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you think that's sweet. That's awesome. So I hope that was helpful, sweetie. And you have an ancestor helping you. So ask them for those signs. If you like feathers, ask for feathers. If you like coins, ask for coins. You if you like a certain type of plant or flower, ask for that. Just ask for those little things. So whether it be like the other day, I had a feather attached to my fingernail. I wasn't wearing nail polish. There was nothing to make it stick to my fingernail. I was just on a walk and I came home and there was a white feather. It was tiny and it had attached to my fingernail. And so I just saw that as a little sign from spirit at that moment that everything was going to be okay. And you've been up since 3:30, Susan? Yeah, I went to bed around 3 a.m. last night. I was on Scott's channel talking to everybody because the eclipse has left a lot of us in the insomnia zone. So yeah. Can't post the link, but you can see him on my YouTube. Cardio cocktail testimony. He was amazing. Oh, I know you're doing so many amazing things for your health, Susan. I think that's fantastic. Good for you, honey. And I loved your Barbara O'Neill photo. I love following her. She got me into slippery elm for my stomach. So, oh, you get dimes, Imelda. Very cool. Yes, and you get feathers. Okay, nice feather. Yeah, I have hundreds of them from Spirit. That's how that's how both God, Goddess, and my guides connect with me. And Shem, I'm right there with you. I struggle with insomnia, and we did your question earlier. Okay, love. So you'll want to check for that. And it's good to see you too, Arcana. Welcome back. Okay, so Janie, you are our last person here. So I am still taking questions. I'm not seeing the one that you. Let me try to find your question here. Oh, I'm glad you love the positive reading, sweetie. Oh, message from your guides. You got it. Okay, so just give me a little bit of time and I will do a quick message for your guides. Janie T. Oh, you're really pretty. I love your cheekbones. Okay. Okay. Usually my karma cards don't give me 3, but my goodness. I'll just do a shamanic card for you too. See what they have to say. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, let's look here. Wow. This eclipse really affected you in a positive way. Okay. All right. Janie or Janny, I think is it Janie? You can tell me in the chat if I got it wrong. Oh, you got slippery elm, Susan. Oh, it's fantastic. Like I have all kinds of issues with my stomach and I think it's fantastic. Yeah, her slippery elm is amazing. Okay. So, Janie, I got 3 karma cards for you. They want you to be focused on your communications and your career, how you shine in the world. Okay. Your destiny. Communications it's how you intellectualize your self efforts, what you're good at, the things that the way you communicate, as well as the way that you intellectualize the world. And the 10th house is how you shine in these areas. So I asked, what's going on there? I got Mercury. So there's some throat energy that they're working on for you. And I asked, is there, okay, I got it right. Awesome. Okay. So there's something here that they're working on regardless of speech, intellect, etc. What can really, really help you is grounding, because the eclipse energy ungrounded a lot of us. And I tell everyone, especially if you looked at it, make sure you're doing your spiritual modalities, because in Vedic sciences, we are taught that when the sun or the moon is eclipsed, it's a malefic or demonic energy that can affect us. It's kind of like being around that bad friend in school when we were younger that kind of, made us do things that we wouldn't have. That's kind of what the eclipse is doing. Okay. So they're asking you to ground. It's a natural inclination when we experience really uncomfortable emotions or energy to ground it out, much in the way that like a ground wire works with an electrical current. So, because we're living in a modern world, we can get disconnected with the creator a lot more easily, especially because we're addicted to screens in this modern world that we're in. So overeating, smoking, drinking, recreational drugs, they're common ways to try to ground, but these items are of the earth, but they're not the earth. Okay. So this is not true grounding. It can't really sustain. So it doesn't last. And what ends up happening is that because these experiences are more false in nature, we need to take more and more to achieve the same results. So there might be something that you're leaning on that's temporary, and they want you to back away from that and focus on something that's a little more permanent. Okay. So to truly ground, you can connect with both the earth and the creator. And that practice is consciously connecting your energy with the earth and not letting the energy to like start spiking outside of yourself. Okay. But it needs to be channeled from the divine and from the earth. And this is achieved through meditation and energy work. It's also achieved through mindfulness in your daily life. So if you can find a way that works for you to practice, do so. Because when I draw this card, you're being asked to look in areas of your life where you're employing false grounding as a coping mechanism. Okay. And a lot of us fall into this. I myself went through it during my divorce. Okay. So you're not alone there. When you do this, your kundalini is going to rise. Okay, this is the card of sexual energy, but what it is our Mudlahara and our Svadhisthana are our two lower chakras, and they are where the sleeping kundalini lies. And if you're able to preserve these areas and sit in meditation and come from a place of grounding, you can reach the highest state of energy. Okay. You can act as a conduit between heaven and earth. And when you put yourself into this energy at any given time, you're not tempted to use your sexual energy in a way that feeds your need for validation. Instead, you're using it to direct your life and connect with your guides. Okay. This is used in yoga all the time. That's why when we're on the yogic path, we're asked to step into the role of a brahmacharya, which is cutting off that area and using it to better channel its way up the subtle nadis along the spine and increase your connection with the divine. Okay. So sitting in meditation, doing your practice, just to let you know, I when I wake up in the morning, I'll do my yoga asanas. We'll do our mantra practice. And then we'll do our breathing exercises, and then we follow that with reading our meditation. So, and it's in that state that you're going to be able to better connect. Okay, sweetie, I hope that was helpful. Oh, I'm glad that you found that helpful. Thank you so much. And it's Janie. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Janie. And it's very nice to meet you. I hope that I can see you again. All right. So that is everyone for lightning round. I'm not taking any more questions because I've been here for almost 2 hours. And I'm glad that you were not in a car accident today, Shem. That seems to be that seems to be a pattern for you. So yeah, definitely pay attention around this time as the eclipses and the Saturn Mars energies can be really intense for a lot of us because Saturn and Mars are at war right now. Okay. My website is astrologicaltarot.com, just how you see my name. So, okay. I just want to thank everyone for being here today with Marina and I. I have this show every single Wednesday, and it starts at 4 p.m. Pacific. If you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and press the bell notification and or follow my community tab to find out when I'm on. I'm on other people's shows as well, and I will post it there. And I'm just really happy that you guys all came and spent time with me today because I look forward to this every single week and seeing, your beautiful faces and smiles. So thank you so much for being with me this week. And Shem says, have a phenomenal week, everyone. Awesome. Oh, and yes, my YouTube channel is also Astrological Tarot. That's my handle for just about every channel. I've been doing this. I've been doing astrology full time since 2001, so I was able to get a lot of the names. So that's how you can contact me. And all of my links are in the description as well, guys, if you want to make it easier for yourself as well. So, Imelda, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm so glad that you came in and spent some time with us. I really do look forward to this, you guys. So I'm sending you all lots of love, and come back next week because we have Aley from Heart and Soul Connected. And then after that, we have Ginger Faye, we have Gerald on, we have lots and lots of fun people coming on. Then we're gonna have David on next week from Tarot by the Bay, and I'm so excited to have him on. So I just want to send you all lots of love as you go through this week, and thank you for spending time with me today. All right, take care, guys.